Hello everyone, welcome to the Great Indian School podcast. Today we have with us Miss Neeti Bhalla Saini, who is the principal of Mayo College Girls School. And welcome to the Great Indian School podcast, ma'am.
Thank you.
So ma'am, what was your favorite part about your school?
So let me just go back into a little history. My father was a teacher,
Okay.
and I was practically born on a school campus. He was a teacher in a boarding school, and my favorite part of growing up on that campus, that was my home. A 70-acre campus was my home, and I think the friends who were born around with us, and in the similar time frame, were my best of friends. They were like siblings, and I think that was my favorite part when I was in school, very very young. As I grew older, the kind of friends we made and the kind of masti we did, that was indeed the things that you always remember.
Any particular masti that you can remember of?
I remember we were in 11th grade, and there was this one very naughty boy in our class who wanted to do something and wanted to escape the examinations. So he hit the school gong, the bell, and the whole batch knew who had done it, but we never spoke up. And so the whole batch was lined up, and the teacher, and in those days it was okay to cane, so started caning all the students. And by the time, and we were in the maths bio section, which had only 11 girls, and by the time the turn came for the girls, and the first girl who got hit, she said, and the second one did, ah, and the third one did, ai. And that sound, immediately the boy who had done it, he says, Mariamma, I'll tell you, I was the one. So, that camaraderie, that friendship, and that care for each and everybody. And it still exists when we meet as batchmates, and when we get together. For me, I think school was much more beautiful than college was in terms of having those friendships and special.
Because you grow up together. Yeah. So are you still in touch with your class back then?
Oh yes, of course, absolutely. In fact, some of my friends, the girls, we're planning a girls trip soon. We all turned 50 this year, so we're planning a girls trip together after everybody's turned 50 around in December. I hope it happens.
Great. So I saw in one of the podcasts that you did that you talked about how you think that, in your times, there were not many career options for students and schools should come up with that. So if you could go back to your school and choose one particular career stream, apart from being a teacher, what would you choose?
Yeah, I love what I do, honestly. But I think if it weren't to be in a school and be an educator, I would have loved to take up something to do with analytics, analysis, and maybe AI and things like that. Those are the things which really intrigue me and excite me, and I want to learn more. How does that really work? I don't think I have too many brain cells left to learn that much information now. But I just always appreciate how students and youngsters are able to manage the newer careers now.
Were you into co-curricular activities? Any particular favorite activity that you had?
A lot. I played hockey for my team. So in my childhood, my father being a teacher also moved schools. So I've studied in an all girls school. I've studied in an all boys school, and I have been in a co-ed school as well. So when I was in this all girls school, I played hockey. I was the hockey captain for my house, and I also enjoyed swimming. And swimming is something I still do. And of course, I played basketball too. The three of my favorite sports. Other than that, I was very keen into music, so I learned how to play the sitar. And dance was something I've been always fascinated with, but I think I could never pick up dancing.
Okay. So we'll play a quick rapid fire, some quick questions, and you can give me short answers to them. A backbencher or a front seater?
Ashutosh. Me?
So, yes. Were you a backbencher or
I
a
thought a
front
boy
seater?
you were asking or a girl. No, I was a middle bencher.
Okay.
You see, and now I know as a teacher that the teacher's eyes are always on the back benchers.
Yes.
Because that's your view. And the middle benchers, a little bit, and the front benchers are again in the view.
Yeah.
The middle benchers are the ones who can escape it. So I was a middle bencher.
Yes. So, your favorite cartoon character as a child?
Tom and Jerry. Both of them.
Both of them?
I love both of them.
Okay.
They're just too cute. I still watch.
Okay, nice. You couldn't pick sides in either
I
of
think
them.
both of them are wrong all the time, and both of them are right in many ways.
Your favorite tiffin dish that you got to your school?
Paratha with achar. Always.
It's a staple
Yes,
Indian.
I can still
Yes.
smell that achar anytime, anywhere.
Yes.
Ram ka achar and paratha.
Yes. Did you have a school crush, or did you ever have the guts to go and confess it to them?
No, I never had the guts. We all have, I think, in that age, but I never had the guts. But having said that, we're very good friends.
Nice.
The whole batch is, and we're very good friends as well still.
Great. So one last question: any one book or film that you would recommend every student to watch or read?
Oh, that's a very difficult one. So many books that I've read. Um, One book that I read, it's a very kiddie book, but that's Trumpet of the Swan. And I thought it was a very beautiful book, ideal for students. And another book that I recommend students to read is Nanju. It's about a special needs child who tries in his own way to, um, you know, identify and find out who did what, and something was happening not right in the school, and there was some mischief happening. In his own way, he investigates it. I think that that's a beautiful book, the way that it's written, and great read for young children
Great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
as well. I enjoyed it.
Say.